Yeah, hey everybody, Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we're back playing some more Civ 6, continuing with our Brazil campaign, and we're gonna win. We're gonna win 19 points. All we need to do is just win the World Games. Yeah, all we just need to do is win the World Games. So we are essentially, 29 turns away from winning, so let's freaking go. Alright, just advance time. Wouldn't mind having another war with Congo. Nah, I'd rather not. I'd rather not. Still mixing this game up a little bit with our Lataro campaign, or our Mapuche campaign rather, but March Colony is ready to go. I will go ahead and shoot that off as soon as you're done. Flood barrier, 2 turns. Yeah, we might as well finish the flood barriers just so we can say we have it. And then, I can't actually queue it up because I have to finish the Mars thing first. That's going to give us a whole bunch of tech as well. Pedro, that is me. Send me money. Add proposals. Yes, not pass. Dude, they really need to switch that name from pass to something else. I don't know. I see pass. I think, yeah, I want to pass that. Every time I have this like crisis of faith. My crises. All right, let's go knock out some death robots then. Let's go. Great Rider, good. Next era. We're not going to get there, but we would get a free death robot next era. So, little unfortunate we're not going to get to that far, but I don't think I care about this governor title. I'm just going to hold on to you on the off chance that we need you at some point in our life. Apparently, we can move you over here to Sao Paulo. How are we doing, by the way, everywhere else? We are actually not that far away from winning a cultural victory. Science victory, you know, clearly we are ahead. Score victory, we are ahead. Religious victory is about the only thing we are not going to win in this game, without, you know, question. Which is kind of hilarious. A little on the hilarious side. So, I think I'm going to send you up here, because I do want to get more of these rockets out as quick as possible. So let's just keep bopping you up, and we'll go from there. No one was about to win the religious victory, right? Nah. I have never seen the AI win a religious victory in almost now 1,000 hours. So, I'm sure it has happened. Don't get me wrong. But specifically on Deity, I feel like the AI, always more than one person tends to focus on it. So, it just seems really, really unlikely that we would ever see it not happen. Or see it happen, rather. There's our moon landing. So, that gave us a whole bunch of culture. And wow! Alrighty then. Screw you guys too. I don't want your money. I don't want your freaking money. I got my own money, man. I don't need your money. Punks. Oh yeah, we're gonna go switch. Are we gonna do synthetic technocracy? Lowers tourism. I mean, why not? Why not? Also more era score for us, a lot more era score actually, and we can pick up more tourism there just to counteract it. So, science, we are missing the campus one. Yeah, I'm missing the campus one. Production towards wonders, we are not doing wonders, correct? There should be no way we're doing wonders at this point. Campus, there we go. I mean, we can grab more tourism that way too. We do have some music. I almost feel like I'd rather just keep popping out with the money, though. Extra gold, like, I think I'd rather just get the extra gold from here. Ah! New reply on, thank you. Actually, this one probably would give us a lot of gold as well. I think I'll pop that one out. We don't necessarily need the culture right now. So, tourism might be better. Who cares? We're gonna win. Right? Right now, we are winning. You are gonna finish that. Go production. And we're gonna win a diplomatic freaking victory. Suck it, game. Okay. I do have one of the Women's World Cup soccer games on right now. So, I could tell you what game it is, but then you guys are going to know what day I recorded this on. And then you'd be a little surprised at how large my backlog is. Although my backlog's not that big. But I am leaving town. I'm leaving the country here in a couple weeks. So, you know, I kind of need to have a little bit of a backlog. So, yeah. I guess go steal the money. Thank you. It's Germany versus Sweden, by the way. It is Germany versus Sweden. Let's go. Oh, hey, he denounced me. I am shocked. We have different governments. I love how that's his excuse now. For the longest time it was, you have my city. Now I guess I've had his city longer than he had his city, so I don't know he can actually claim it as his city anymore. So now it's like, you have a different government. That would be like me or like America denouncing, you know, China, which, okay, that kind of makes sense. But I'm thinking like, I mean, I think in some ways you could technically, because I was thinking England, because even though we're both democracies, they do have a slightly different variation of the democracy. I mean, I guess technically China's a democracy too, right? I mean, I guess even North Korea would technically be a democracy because they do the votes and stuff like that, even though the votes don't count, so I don't know if those really count. Whatever, whatever. Let's not get too political here. So, it looks like we lived, but we failed to steal. Who cares? We only have 18k, guys. What happened to our money? What happened to our money? 18k is not enough money, man. That is not enough money. I barely afforded death robot with that, man. Why would I do that? I'm not gonna help you out, buddy. You denounce me? I'm not gonna help you. No trade routes to you. No trade routes for you. I am not gonna share the wealth on the wonder of my great country with you. In fact, we're gonna keep our borders closed because I don't want your people visiting my country. Nah. That's not what we do here, man. All right, what am I looking for? Oh, never mind. We just win the game. I totally forgot that was in there. All right, well, congratulations, everybody. This is going to be a very short episode. Oh, my gosh. This is, I guess, you know what? Let's do some world builder. Let's freaking do some world builder, then. We got the time. And I've been telling you for like 20 episodes I was totally going to do the world builder, and I'm an idiot and keep forgetting every time. So, whoopsie. Well, and here's the funny thing. There's also going to be another one in here that we could probably grab, maybe even before the games.
From your earliest desire to live in peace.
Hey, this is only the second time I've seen this.
To the times when you stood against
also, where's Sean Bain?
You have always sought cooperation.
Is that like Canada right there? That looked like Canada.
Your own glory, but because dignity belongs to each of us. And in so doing, you have proved that your ancient and eternal commitment to a shared peace will be the foundation of the world of tomorrow. Yeah. And hey, it's us shooting rockets off, just like we did. You know, just ignore the shared peace with me going and murdering Congo because he, you know, taking his city. So, unfortunately, we only got to 9th. If the game would have gone a little longer, we would have gotten up to 1st. That was a fairly easy win. What turn were we even on? Man? Cities captured. I think we just had the 1, right? That actually might, no, because that's 2. Yeah, that was just 1 city. We shouldn't have lost any cities. District constructed. We were up there. We weren't really maxed out. Cities founded. Yeah, I figured because we had a lot of room in this one. Number of combats, not as nearly as much. I guess I was diplomatic compared to the rest of the AI. I will give you that. This is what's crazy, though. Look at that culture. Look at that era score. Look at that gold. Oh my gosh. Look at the science. Man, we just schooled the AI in this game. It's crazy. And I was talking about this in one of my live streams because my Mapuche live stream, it's so weird because it's like, every AI we're fighting right now, like we are fighting hand and tooth to actually have a victory in that one. And it was just kind of ironic to me because that one, all the civs we were playing, I think are like top 10 civs. Like we had Korea in the game, we had Ottomans in the game, we had a bunch of really good civs in the game. And so it's kind of funny that like this was the exact opposite. We just had a bunch of the weaker civs in the game. And it was all random, so it's not as if like I stacked the deck so we could just easily cruise to this victory, but man, this was a good victory. 30, and we lost 2 units. Not the best KD, Wonders construct, like there's a problem. There's a problem with your, with the game when we're winning on wonder construction. I'm just throwing that out there. Is there anything else I really care about looking at? I don't think so. What turn were we on? 268. That is one of my earliest victories, actually. And remember, we actually lost a bunch of diplomatic points. Oh, hey, Germany just scored. Congratulations, Germany. Congratulations. I didn't even see the goal. But I think the earliest one I ever won was pre-Hungary nerf when we won by, like, what was it, 230, 215 or something like that. Okay, so here's our Hall of Fame progress. Remember, I didn't add in any of the stuff pre-Gathering Storm. So, like, I have all of my old saves. Literally, like, every series. And, you know, these are all, well, I didn't say all wins, but, you know, most of them are wins. But I just never added them in because I'm like, I'm just going to go through a second time. So our next series is going to probably take place with one of these civs. I'm not sure who, though. Someone was talking about, because I'm actually going to Germany, it might actually be fun to do a Germany campaign while I'm out of country in Germany, so that might be what we end up doing. I don't know, we might try doing an AI only series if the AI stuff works. But let's go to World Builder, and we're going to load our map, which we were talking about, the true small continents. Yes. Okay, so small continents looks a little bit like archipelago, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make my own small continent map. And this is going to be the exact way that small continent should actually be. So we're about halfway done here. We had our first island here. And of course, we had to make it pretty sexy. We started with this lake in the middle. And then, of course, I had to put some potential... You know what? I'm going to do that because I want to get some canal options because I want to be able to cut through the entire ocean. So we got this island over here. Then we have where we're going to try spawning like Jerusalem and stuff like that. I don't know how much we could do, but this is going to be like the desert, the Crusade desert. The second thing, though, we ended up building was the Canada because I was like, I am a generous god. I am going to do only hills, only plains hills. I'm going to make it, you know, as nice as possible, as many awesome districts as possible. And people are like, well, rip Canada, because we're doing this on live stream. And I was like, fine. So we ended up building a pseudo wall up here, kind of like the north, you know, Game of Thrones, with a little bit of land down there, a little bit of land. I guess this would work for Scotland as well. And then we have, you know, a bunch of cliffs there. So this is like the northern cliffs. This was then our second island, or last island that we built. This one's probably a little too big compared to this one. Yeah, I still think this one might be a little too big. Maybe two civs will pop on this one or something like that. But the whole goal is that everyone's going to start with their own little small islands. I love this part right here. It's like Lord of the Rings, you know, entering these mountain passes. And then you have the city right there. I mean, that's just going to be beautiful, beautiful. With then, once again, another canal cut through back there, and then we have the greatest island in the history of the world. So someone was like, hey, you need to build Skull Island, and I was like, that's a great idea. We're gonna, you know, make Skull Island, and right now it's just completely boxed off. We have cliffs all the way around. We should have cliffs all the way around. How do we screw that up? We should have cliffs all the way around here. Oh, I can't do cliffs because of the natural wonder. Ew. So there were basically, I guess you can enter the city here, and I think we did that on purpose. So the only possible way then to enter the city is through this right here, which was kind of on purpose. And then it's all jungle tiles, you know. And then someone else, after we finished Skull Island, they're like, you need to make a Skull Jeff. And I was like, even better. So we made it Skull Jeff Island. So the goal is we're going to spawn like all the oil here. We're going to put like all of the best resources here. And then it's going to be a fight for this island here. Also then all of these, you know, goody huts, these are all tribal villages. These are all, you know, like tribal villages that are currently worshiping the great Skull Jeff because, you know, they believe he's the best, which he is the best. So that's kind of what we're doing over there. So, I mean, what time we're at? We're at 13 minutes. Let's keep freaking building some islands. If you've not seen, this is pretty freaking awesome, man. So you just pop up here to terrain. And then let's do like some plains hills. We're just going to do something like this. And we're just going to basically carve ourselves an island, you know. And we want a bunch of little smaller islands as well. Let's make you not super big. I still feel that one in the bottom's just a little too big. So let's do something like that. And then I want to put another ocean in the middle because I think that's a good idea. And then, you know, let's get rid of some of the mountains. I wish there was like a random button. I wish I could do this and I could say replace land tiles with hills randomly. Like, you know, basically like the scatter resources. But actually that doesn't do it because all that does is just spawn out a bunch of stuff. So, right? Yeah, because that just fills in. That just fills in exactly like that. Yeah, see, I want to clear resources. I don't want resources yet. So, yeah.
I kind of want, yeah, we'll do something like that. We'll do something like that. So, you know, that's kind of what I wish was in the game. So you get a little bit more randomness on some of these hills and stuff like that. Because, you know, it's really, really hard to get these without just like, you know, doing this. Which is a testament to how well they actually made the game originally. Because I think they did a pretty good job of like mixing it up. Because, I mean, rarely are you like, oh, I feel like there's too much of this, you know. And so we're just kind of spreading in some of this stuff. I think grasslands are supposed to be by rivers, aren't they? And plains are supposed to be like without the rivers. That would actually make a little more sense. Speaking of which, let's go river up some of this. The rivers can be a little finicky, but yeah, I like doing some cool rivers. I wonder about floodplains. I don't know if I've ever done floodplains in this game. We also are going to want to canal this up because, once again, I am a generous god builder. So we are going to definitely make a wonderful canal here. Let's actually try keeping the plains on the river. Yeah, I think that's going to be a little bit better of an idea, right? I think that makes it a little more natural. But don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if that's true, though. I really don't know if that's true. I don't know. Someone else is going to have to tell me. I'm going to have to actually maybe go do some research on that. Because we didn't really talk about this. So you can do something like that. And then let's do another river over here. Because, you know, we already got the thing cutting through here. So we'll do something like that. And then we'll cut through the middle. Because you're already kind of there. And then you can kind of come around over here. So how are we going to canal this city is the question. Well, it means we're going to need a couple more oceans. Remember, canals? I have to do something like that. Actually, you know what? You know what? Because you could put a city here, 1, 2, 3, 4, a city there, and then canal that. Actually, if you just put a city here, then you could just build a canal there. And then that works. Yeah, I like that. I like that. And then how would we canal up over here? Something like that. And then this would have to be flatlands. And then you city one of these with a canal. Yep, the whole idea is to make as many canals as possible because, you know, that's what we want. So give me some plains mountains, please. We're going to do some mountains on the hills. We'll just spread you out. Let's do some grassland mountains over here. Actually, let's maybe make both of you grassland mountains because that makes more sense maybe if we're going to, you know, theme this the way we were trying to do it. Something like that. Something like that. With maybe one there. And just spread it out. And what else are we missing here? Probably should get some cliffs. I like throwing some cliffs around just because it just changes it up a little bit. And then we kind of got like this is a waterfall here. So this is a little higher terrain. So if that's the case, then let's go put these on plain hills as well. Oh, that's desert, Brian. So then we got the plain hills, and then boom, perfect. We're probably going to make another desert island. We kind of got to make a desert island. We should totally make a desert island, and we should call it Wilson. Make it, or we could just make it in the shape of a beach ball. Oh, Sweden scored. They tied it back up. Man, I'm not even paying attention. Which, whatever. Is there something else we're missing down here? Oh, we never put rivers on this island. We should totally river some of this. So let's go river there. Just the lack of fresh water here is obviously going to be a bit of an issue. I also don't know how to undo in this at times, so yeah, there's times where I'm like, oh, I would love to undo that, but I have literally no idea how to, oh, actually, I mean, never mind, because they did, ooh. Okay, so the Control Z is, that's weird. All resources cleared, game. Why are you... I don't want any resources. What's going on here? Why are you giving me resources? Undo successful. See, it's going all the way back there, man. Maybe, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm on the wrong thing? I'm not quite sure.
I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna have to play around. I don't necessarily mind it doing some random stuff, but you know, it's not exactly what I'm looking to do right now because I kind of want to have a little more determination over where it goes. You know, I probably will ultimately random it, but like I said before, I would like to keep like our oil and stuff massively over here. You know, because this is Jeff Island. So that's where it's got to be. All right, so let's make a Molly Island. Let's make a nice little desert island. We're going to do something like, let's go up to here. And now, even with this, I think I like the idea of doing like this Petra Island, man. That's what we should do, is we should make this Petra Island. Now, we ended up putting... We did not. Okay, so then, can I come here? Oh, I don't know how to remove some of these. Kilimanjaro, I think, has to be on the frozen. We already put the Dead Sea. Crater Lake, I can't put. That's what I'm looking like. But I think it maybe has to be on Flatland. Yeah, maybe it has to be on Flatland. So, can I go put you now? No. Maybe it has to be near an oasis? I don't know. There's some restrictions on these, and they don't really tell them. Oh, one of these already exists. See, you say that, but it doesn't exist anymore. I deleted it. Well then, that kind of sucks. It's fine. So we're not going to have the best Petra Island in the history of Petra Islands. I guess we're just going to have to live with that. So then what I wanted is I basically want to kind of have like a desert, but I want to surround the desert with like grass. And let's do ocean. Man, we should just do like this, really. And do that around there. So it's going to be a slight little desert island. Now, obviously, we're going to want to, like, get rid of some of this because we don't want this many hills. Although, then again, this would just be a killer Petra. What if we only did desert? Nah, that wouldn't really work, would it? Also, are there ever rivers through a desert? I mean, I assume so, right? I assume so. I assume so. So we could just go, like, river this. And then just, like, bring a river right through it. I'm also going to need some mountains here. And that'll feed into the oasis. And then... Where's my grids? And then we're going to bring you up here. Come on. Where's my grids? There we go. I think I'm going to send you then over here. And this is going to be like... Does this make sense? Maybe. Maybe. So then it like feeds into the thing. And so we're going to get like the four... We're going to get like the four thing there. You know, so it's kind of like the loop. Yeah, I can dig that. So let's throw some mountains down here. Let's get a couple desert mountains. Something like that. Let's do some plains mountains because I do want some plains here. And in fact, some of this can be like regular hills and some of this can just be like regular plains. Just something a little more like this because these are a little bit away from the rivers. Let's get like another plains hill like here and here. Something like that. We got some of that grassland. So then let's do some more plains mountains down there. We'll pop you to some plains hills and let's get some more plains over here. The single mountain's probably okay. We'll do something like this, because once again, this is a little far away. Give me some plains hills instead. Something like that, with more plains, okay. And then give me another plains hill there, and then let's get some mountains over here. Something like that and that. And then this will be a little more fertile area. Yeah, I think we'll keep this as a little more of a fertile area. And so then we kind of got this nice little pass through here. Now, is this island going to be canalable? Nah, I mean, I don't think every island needs to be canalable, he says. But he kind of wanted to make it canal. I mean, here's the thing. It's a desert. I can't really canal through the middle of a desert. That doesn't make sense, right? Like, it's a desert. That means it's not getting adequate water. So, that means it shouldn't, like, be that close to the ocean. Speaking of which, I think I'm going to actually remove this. And I think we're going to put, like, grass here. And then put like plains here. Just so the desert's a little more in water. like in from the water. Okay, so we got all these nice little small islands. Then basically what we need is we need just some like really sexy islands out in the water. So I'm gonna go like large brush here, and we're gonna do something like this. And then I am going to make this like, so we got the killer campus, okay? We got the killer campus smack dab in the middle of this crap. I'm gonna put a couple grasses around the outside just for farms. Although, I mean, really, are you ever gonna be able to grow? I mean, I guess we'll have enough fish here. I think I should just do plains all the way around. I think we should just do plains all the way around. Can I do a river through the mountains? Yeah. Yeah, so we could get the commercial hub. And then, theoretically, I should do another one here. Because of the river. Because then we can, like, commercial hub, theater square, or, here's the other thing. Commercial hub harbor. Yeah, I mean, commercial hub harbor, you know, you just got a little bit of options here, which I think works. So you're probably going to want to settle on one of those two spots. We also needed to add trees. That's what we're missing. We don't have really a lot of trees in any of our islands. Actually, we don't have trees in any of our islands. So that could be a slight problem. Are those under features? Woods? I mean, is there a reason not to just do this pretty heavy? I actually feel like this should be rainforest. I'm going to do something like that. And let's put you like that. Just get a little bit of it. Woods, rainforest, marshes. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of marsh. I can't put marsh. Okay, because the marsh has to be on that. All right, that's fine. Let's do cliffs here. Something like that, just give it a little bit more. Same thing here. I'm going to do another cliff. I love the idea of the cliffs on the river. I think that's just hilariously cool. We'll do cliffs over there. I'm going to do some cliffs over here. You know, basically, it just kind of spread out just a little bit. So it's almost like it's higher elevation. You know, and that's what you got to think of, is that this is kind of higher elevation, then it kind of dips down a little bit. So it kind of makes some sense there. Yeah, I think that works. I think that works. I'm wondering if I need anything else over here. We got woods. Then these are all wonders, man. I wish I could just, like, say I don't want the woods. I don't want the wonders. Also, I wonder if I don't put ice. Like, if I don't put ice, would the game still have flood? I don't know. I don't know. It's an interesting question here. Yeah, it looks like this might be the only thing. Yosemite might have to go in. Have to go in a mountain surrounded by. I don't know how some of these wonders work. Yeah, there's a lot of like restrictions on some of these. So let's do some rainforests. Do some rainforests. Let's get some marshes going. I don't really want that many marshes. I don't really like marshes in the game. I know some people do, but they're not my favorite thing. Floodplains along the rivers. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do that. Is that actually working? No, it's got to be on. That's interesting. Couldn't place it there. Why not? Does it have to be desert? Ah, it has to be on desert. What's the other one then? There's floodplains, but it's not always desert. It's not marsh, is it? Are we missing something? I mean, obviously this is not terrible. Like, the floodplains there works, but we don't have any other desert floodplains. But there should be, maybe that just gets natural, like, cause, maybe that just is one of those randomness things? Maybe that's under resources? The flooding terrain? Yeah, I'm not seeing it. And then tribal villages, maybe it could be on advanced mode, but I just don't really want to go with advanced mode because I don't want to screw this up. Yeah, I don't want to screw this up. All right, well, let's stick with what we got. We got the marshes over here. We got the rainforest, so then give me some woods here. Kind of do some of this. We got some wooded areas over here. And the thing is, I don't really have to put these woods on the rivers anymore because of the changes. Before, I would have been trying to be a generous god and put as many woods on rivers, but I don't have to do that because of how they changed the game. So there we go. Start kind of just spreading you out a little bit. We're not going to have probably a lot of marshes on this land. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Let's get just a few marshes here. I'll put a marsh there and a marsh there. We will put a marsh over here. And then we'll just put like a random marsh there. And then let's get some rainforest going as well. Kind of like the rainforest over here. And then like maybe this is rainforest as well. And then the rest are just like the woods spread around. Okay, so then down here, this is going to be the rainforest section. This is like pretty heavy. Brazil is going to be pretty big fan of this one, I think. We're going to kind of spread this out a little bit over on this island. So there's going to be, basically, I kind of like the idea, because this one's mostly plains. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of doing that. But we will add some marshes here. There really is not a lot of options for marshes on this one. That's going to be it, basically. That's going to be it. And I would rather just like kind of, I like the idea of keeping them different so that every different like play style, like every one of these is going to play just completely different, which is cool. And then give me some woods scattered around as well. But there's just not going to be nearly as many woods. And was this all of them? This might be all of them because we already did you. Oh, no, I didn't do that. So let's get some woods over here. Although, once again, marshes, or sorry, not marshes, but probably too many hills here. Yeah, there's probably too many hills here. Hey, pop back over here. Give me some of this so we can get some marshes. Yeah, let's do something like that. Pop here. Give me marsh. Do something like that. Do something like that. Do something like that. The marsh on the cliff. I don't like that. I don't like that. Actually, especially since that's a cliff. Yeah, since that's a cliff, that needs to be hills. That needs to be hills here. That's not a cliff, so that's okay. That's not a cliff, so that's okay. Yeah, and then that needs to be hills. Because it just doesn't make sense. You know, because it's like then like it needs to be high up because it's hills. And then give me some rainforest over here. Unfortunately, we can't put the rainforest in, you know, the desert. But, you know, this kind of works. Something like that. Yeah, I like this. I like this. I like this. And then we did that island. So how many islands are we at then? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Essentially, we got 5 starting islands. So we're going to need 2 more starting islands, and then we're going to do a lot of small islands like this. I mean, that's kind of the goal. Just to kind of like put a lot of little islands because it's small continents. So, essentially, I don't want these guys interconnected, period. I want it just to be, like, a sporadic, like, I mean, here's the thing. So, we got that small island there. I want another small island, like, here, you know. Maybe not actually right there. Let's get a little bit off the train. Yeah, let's do this instead, like, here. Yeah, and then, like, another one, like, here. And then that would be okay. But let's go ahead and do ocean here. Just because I like the idea of breaking them up. Yeah, something like that. So you can't exactly get to these guys. And then we'll do like grassland. I'm not going to be super keen on these, but I will do some mountains. I will do like a mountain and a mountain. And is there anything else we really desire here? I mean, probably getting some rainforest here. Probably not a bad idea. Probably not a bad idea. Because, I mean, once again, this is like desert islands. In fact, even getting like some desert tiles is probably not the worst idea in the world on some of this. I know I'm a generous god, but you know, something like that. Because, hey, it's a desert island with, you know, mountain. You know, kind of like Lost. Kind of going for like a Lost-like island there. But, I mean, this is what's going to be spread out here. We're going to have a bunch of random different size islands with a bunch of decent size islands for everyone to start with. So, yeah, that's basically what's going on. When is this going to be done? I don't know. We're probably going to spend some more of the time in the live stream doing it. If you guys enjoyed watching me do it, let me know. I could always do a series with it. But I like doing it in live stream, too, because then people are actually, like, interacting with me right away, being
being like, hey, do that, do that, do that. Clear these resources. I wonder, like, if I click the fish. So it's like the fish is there, but then it's gone. Huh. Coast and lake. See, it actually has no feature right now. Huh. And it has no resources. Oh, you can actually, and then, oh, you could change the amount. So we could have just a couple of oils that have like ridiculous amounts. So I wonder if it's just a bug right now. I think it's maybe just a bug that I gotta reload and pop in, and once we pop in, it'll be okay. So the question is then, where is my my natural wonder that we had earlier? Because we can't place you because one of these already exists. But that's not the case. That is not the case. I need a search. Yeah, I need a search option here, man. That would be kind of nice to have. That would be kind of nice to have. Just so I could find out where things are. All right, well, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Hope you enjoyed the series. If you did, drop a like, comment, let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button and the game comment, show your support. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.